So that beats the logic, and that disproves the claim that domestic violence was a cultural thing. So number two, now when family lives together and it is extended and it is becomes big, then it will like the whole village. So it was anchored on clans. So especially for the Kikuyu community, we have 9 clans, which are named after the 9 daughters of Kikuyu and Mumbi. So there was a lot of loyalty and attachment to the clan, because different clans had their own uniqueness, right? There were those who were healers, there were clans which were for warriors, there were like different clans had their strengths. That does not mean that the clan of healers did not have warriors, because they had to protect themselves against external threats, right? Both internal and external threats. So this loyalty to the clan, remember that bad behavior of an individual would reflect badly on the clan. Let me repeat that. Individual bad behavior will reflect badly on the clan. So for example, if a member of a clan, if an individual of a certain clan was caught stealing, then that will cast a bad reputation on the whole clan. Now they will be called a clan of thieves, because this one individual. So the clan was very, very, very strict in the way members of its clan behaved and interacted amongst themselves and also with other clans. Okay, so now if a son of a clan beat his wife, then that would make the clan a clan of wife beaters. A clan of wife beaters. If a daughter of this clan was disrespectful to her in-laws, then it would be a clan of disrespectful daughters. Remember that marriage was arranged, okay, because it served a practical and a biological need, right? So that's why you see at that time young men and young women were marrying very early, because when they got to the stage where their bodies were changing and they are having all these hormones wreaking havoc in their body, they will most likely have started engaging in sexual activity, and that will have cast a bad light to their family and to the clan if a daughter got pregnant outside marriage. So everything was thought out. Everything was, like they accounted for almost everything. When something happened, it was something which was not anticipated, or because somebody decided to ignore the teachings of the family and the clan. And there were ways in which that would be mitigated. Okay, so now because marriages were arranged, nobody would allow their daughters. Remember what I said in the beginning about the strong family bonds and ties. Nobody would accept to have a daughter be married to a clan of wife beaters, because they knew that their daughter would be miserable. Okay, and marriages were actually organized by women. So when a son got to the age where he has gone through the rite of passage and now he's considered a man, then the aunties or the aunts will be sent out to look for a suitable wife for this son, for their son. And all the people with daughters of marriageable age who are not part of the family, the extended family, so like they did not have any ties to that family, and they had daughters of marriageable age, would also work to find out which whose son is of age, which family is looking for wives, and then they would vet that family and that clan. And women knew a lot of what happened in the village and in the community. So if somebody was a wife beater, if a clan was of wife beaters, the women of that clan, of that family, where they have daughters of marriageable age, would know about it, and so they would not accept that marriage to happen. Now, if also women from a certain clan were reputed to be disrespectful to their in-laws, disrespectful to their husband, they were known not to give birth to sons or give birth to a lot of kids, then the aunties of the son who is of marriageable age would avoid those families and those clans. So all the clans and the families had an incentive to be, to be seen in the best of light, because that is the only way that that family name will continue. And remember that it was during marriage when wealth transfer would happen. It was only through marriage or through wars and raids. So if you wanted more cows, if you wanted cows, you either married off a daughter, or you went and attacked a neighboring community and raided their cows and came back with them. So raiding had a lot of risk in terms of loss of lives and also retaliation. But marriage was the one which led to a transfer of wealth, which was a celebration. There were no loss of lives. Everybody enjoyed themselves, and the family which was giving cattle or whichever wealth which was being transferred would do it willingly. So because there was also the issue of wealth involved, families had an incentive to not be wife beaters or not be have girls or wives or women who will not be considered marriageable or good for marriage. So all these things would protect the woman and the man in the marriage in terms of non-violation. Now, I talked about having numerous kids. So having numerous kids was not an option back in the day, because there was high child mortality rate because of childhood diseases. So families had many kids because they were cognizant of the fact that they would lose most of those kids to childhood diseases. So game of numbers. The more kids you have, when something happens and you lose a lot of kids, you will, when you have many more kids, then some will remain. If you only had few kids, then most of them might, or they might all go, or you might have now to marry another wife, because maybe uh, your first or second or third wife is not in a position to give you the number of kids you want, and that also was why there was polygamy. One of the reasons why there was polygamy. There are plenty of reasons. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Um, Now, those incentives, those reasons will make it not wise for domestic violence, wife battery, husband battery, or whatever, to be culturally acceptable, because it would work against the best interest of the family and the clan and the community.